Hey y'all, I got some shit would need to be said, okay? And you know I got some shit would need to be said because I haven't done one of these in a long time, okay? Okay, so y'all, this video is to those who refer to themselves as Black or African American. Newsflash, y'all, you are not Black or African American. How do you ask? Allow me to explain. So, y'all, I put the definition up here so y'all can see exactly what the word black means, okay? If you read it, it says, of the very darkest color, owing to the absence of or complete absorption of light, the opposite of white. Another definition shows belonging to a human group having dark color skin, especially of sub Saharan African ancestry. Also posted Italian, right? And as you can see, under Italian, it says a native or inhabitant of Italy or a person of Italian descent. The verbiage is completely different. As you can see, black is denoting more to a color, and Italian is letting you know that this is a native or inhabitant of Italian land. I also put a picture up there showing the different names that we have been giving. In 1492, we were known as the American Indian. That's what we are. 1832, it changed to Negro. 1865, it changed to Black. 1900, it went back to Negro. 1950, it went to Colored. 1970, Afro American. 1980, Black. 1988, African American. And so it goes back and forth between Black and African American. Okay. So nowhere in the definition of Black, you guys, do you see it being explained as a race or ethnicity, right? And it's because it isn't. American Indians have been conditioned for too long to think that we do not exist. It has been programmed into us in order for the land we are indigenous to, being America, to be easily stolen from us. Reclassifying a people serves two agendas. Number one, by changing the identity of the original people to legal fictions, meaning legal lies on paper, it means they no longer exist as a people. If there are no people attached to the land because they don't exist, the land is considered abandoned. Number two, possession is 9/10 rule of law, which means abandoned land can be utilized and controlled freely by the people who found it, hence the founding fathers of America. Get it? America was found because supposedly it had been abandoned by its people, who are us, the American Indians, which is why our identity was forcibly switched and stolen so that others, like, let's say, the founding fathers and their people, could reap the benefits of a stolen land. The original inhabitants, which is us, the American Indians, have constantly been miseducated. What up, Lauryn Hill? Miseducated with the help of religion, the media, legal, and the education system in order to keep the land in a state of abandonment, which means to keep the land away from its original inhabitants, that is us, the American Indians. As long as the true inherit America, which is us, the American Indians, continue wearing the legal fictions given to us, which is the false and non-existent labels of Black and African American, by those who covet our inheritance, we, the American Indian people of this land, will continue to not exist to this American government. Is this making sense, y'all? For example, when applying to a job, as you're filling out the application and you come to the part where it asks your race, ethnicity, check the box which reads Indigenous American Indian Native American, not Black. If applying for government assistance and you come to that same part asking about race, ethnicity, again, check the box which states Indigenous American Indian Native American, not Black. Indigenous means of, from the land, and native means one came from another land to America and have been here for a while. Being that Black isn't a race or ethnicity, isn't it quite offensive to have it on the application at all? Or is it only okay because it's been made legal by law? And if that's the case, shouldn't this racist law of a non-existent people be reversed so that it can be removed from all government and legal documents? I mean, I think so. What do you guys think? Let me tell you, I filled out forms and had my physical forms thrown in the garbage by government officials, y'all, because I chose to identify myself properly. This is the resistance you will come up against for taking back your identity, but don't let it deter you because you are American Indian. Pretendians have benefited from our identity for centuries, and it's time for that to change. We are the true original American Indians, indigenous to this land, and it's about time we get our respect. RESPECT, as our beautiful American Indian sister Aretha Franklin soulfully sang it. My mother's side is Cherokee tribe, and my father's side is Hawaiian Indian and Mayan tribe. And I am extremely proud of my ancestral lineage. I am proud of who I am, and I will not say loud, I'm black and proud. I will say loud, I'm American Indian and proud. This is why American Indians are the most hated people on the planet. It's because we're the originals, and acknowledging who we are means other people can no longer identify as us, and they must find a new identity to use. Once you've been a carbon copy for so long and you can no longer be that copy, who's left to copy? It's kind of like a narcissist who doesn't know who they are, so they attach themselves to a person they like to be like, and they study the person in order to become a mirror image of them. They must keep the person around to feed off their energy and to learn new things to make themselves more powerful. And once they've drained that energy for all they could, they find new supply to attach themselves to in order to keep progressing in life. They may have several energies they bounce back and forth between to make it seem like their identity is original to them and not the ones they copied from. The social conditioning created through music, which has gone to shit, television, which has portrayed us horribly, law, which has purposely been written against us, and schools, who fed us lies through fictional literature to make so many generations of American Indians forget who we are, really set the tone for folks to stay asleep. It will take some time to reverse the conditioning, but it's imperative we start now in order to be recognized as a people. Right now, we are not even recognized as a race of people who exist, which is why hate crime laws can't be passed and reparation laws can't be passed. How do you protect and or pay a non-existent people? As a matter of fact, every time the media and people in general acknowledge American Indians as black, it's disrespecting us, and many intentionally do it. So, all I'm asking y'all today is to stop disrespecting yourselves, to love yourselves, to come back home to yourselves. And you can do that by making yourselves visible instead of invisible. You can make your non existence existent again. You can come out of the shadows and into the light by simply calling yourselves what you are: American Indians. Now go research and find your tribes. Ashe. Comments, y'all?